So this is the card we're doing today. It's card number 2 in the Time of Giving class kit. So this is the Time of Giving stamps, and these are the dies that we've been using in this class. And I hope you enjoyed this. I try to pick classes that are versatile and that you can use over and over and not just, one time. And this is I guess you could call it a Thanksgiving card, but it isn't really. It's more of a thank you card. Thankful, so thankful for you. Now this set is kind of limited with this sentiments, so I have added the Pretty Pumpkins, So Thankful for You. Now this is my current kit. You can either get this kit today or you can get the because this is the last day. October 20th is the last day for this one. And then, so if you can get the Pretty Pumpkins with your order, or you can get the Whimsical Trees. But that's where this So Thankful for You comes from. And isn't this gorgeous font? And I love this. If friends were pumpkins, I'd pick you. Okay, we'll be using soft suede ink. Lovely, lovely. And then here's our kit. Now this is going to be a pretty easy card. I've done a lot of the work for you. All these labels are pre-cut for you. So all you're basically going to do is stamp this, stamp the leaves, the wheat or whatever that is, grain. Stamp this and stamp the grain again. So I think this is in, yeah, we need Sahara sand as well for the grain. Let me grab that. There we go. So Sahara sand, or a lighter shade of brown if you don't have Sahara sand. All right, so here's our stamps and dies. We'll go ahead and get started. We have an 8.5 by 5.5 thick basic white. I've scored it at 4 1/4 with my scoring tool. And now we're just going to crease this fold. This is the easy peasy part, right? All right, and like I said, a lot of this work has been done for you. So now we have a piece of soft suede, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and it is been embossed with the Tasteful Textiles. Now we can't put that on yet because we have some twine that's going underneath there. So let's not get too busy, in too much of a hurry to put this together. Let's see. Yeah. Well, we can. Let's get our twine out of here. This is 32 inches of the tan twine, cotton twine that comes with the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. 32 inches. So we are going to basically, it goes around 3 times in the front. So let's do this. On the back, you decide which is front and back. I think I want this to be my back. So I'm going to put two things of Stampin' seal, and I'm going to put this in here like that, and I'm going to bring it around kind of to the other side, and we don't want it, we want it about the same distance from here to here and from here to here. And then we're going to bring it behind to the center, and we're going to bring it across. Now we don't want our cardstock to pucker. No puckering, okay? No puckering allowed. I'm going to push that in there so it stays. Now we're going to go behind. This should be more like in the center there. There, and then we're going to go over to the other side, and there we go, we have it. Does that remind you of the things we used to do in school with the yarn? Okay, so now I'm going to put some more glue on this. Not glue. Stampin' Seal. I'm putting some on here over the yarn or twine. Now, I don't need all of this twine here, so I'm just going to snap some of that off. Snip, snip, snip. And now this is ready to go on the front. There's only 1/16 of an inch. So it's kind of a squeeze. There we go. Now we have some DSP that is from the Harvest Meadows DSP. It is 4 by 3 1/4. It's going on a piece of crumb cake, which is 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. So it's going to go like that. So we can go ahead and put that on. This has 1/8 of an inch. Now we have some more labels in here. These all came from the Hippo Happiness dies. There's a largest one. This is the largest one in soft suede, the medium one in crumb cake, and then 2 of the smallest ones in basic white. We'll be stamping on these, so we'll set those aside. And let's go ahead and put these on. This is going to go on in the center. In the very center. And hopefully it'll go on straight for you. This one's going to go on top of it. I did do a lot of the work for you guys, didn't I? So you're welcome. And then I put this on with the large, well, they're not really the large, they're actually the regular. So I'm gonna kind of put this over. All I did was take this and flip it over so that I can kind of see where I need to put these, because I don't want to put them over the twine if I can avoid it. That would be a little bit too much dimension, too much. And I could be going a little crazy with these, I don't even know. But and I don't have the patience for this, so I'm going to use my take your pick tool. Okay. Yeah, that's easy peasy. All right, and now this is going to go in the center. Now we're doing this a little backwards, aren't we? Normally we build our card after we stamp and die cut, but today I just feel like building it up first. All right, we have a piece of soft suede that is 4 by 5 1/4. It's going to go on the inside. Pick my best looking side to go on the front. 1/8 of an inch all around. So I think that's everything we need to do. This is 3 3/4 by 5. It is for the inside, and the soft suede was 4 by 5 1/4. I hope I told you right. So soft suede 4 by 5 1/4, 3 3/4 by 5. Be stamping on that. We'll be stamping our 2 of stamps twice of the green. This little 1x1 piece of soft suede is to die cut our little bow. So that's a die cut. So let's get our Stamparatus out. So here's our stamping. And this is just a piece of basic white that is 2.5 by 4 1/4. It's just a scrap. You can use a scrap. You don't have to have it exact. Here is my stamps. And these are rubber stamps, so I'm all set up for rubber stamps. Get this over here in the camera. I'll use a random stamp pad to keep that level. We will want to have our 4x6 piece of plastic. Let's go ahead and stamp our thankful on our label, and that will get that out of the way. And make sure I have it so it's not upside down. It won't do me any good upside down. So I'm going to grab one of these labels. You got two. You might not need two. If you don't, you can use it for something else. I have a piece of scratch paper I keep handy that has a little bit of snail Stampin' seal. I did like that. And it's going to go here. This is going to be in soft suede, the darker ink. Soft suede. Let me get that L. And slide that under. And this is how we line it up. This is how it's done. All right, and hopefully that is even. Take your time, but you do have an extra one in case you misjudge. Okay, I think that's good. I'm gonna put that down. Now these are rubber stamps, so we don't have to use our tape to hold it down, because sometimes when we use photopolymer we have to tape it down as well, because you know photopolymer is so dang sticky. Alright, one more time. And there's our thankful, nice and rich and dark. Get out my Honest wipes, clean off my stamp. And sometimes it's hard to pick out which stamps that most of you will like, and so hopefully I have enough variety that everyone gets something. All right, so I'm going to set this aside for later. What do we need to do next? The inside. Let's do our little. Well, let's do the inside first. So thankful for you. We'll need our plastic for that as well, so we can get that in the right place. I'll make sure that's dry. I'll dry it on my Stampin' pants. Now this one, remember, is coming from Pretty Pumpkins, but if you have a different one that you want to put in on the inside, if you have an older stamp from previous Thanksgivings, or you have a different saying you want to put in there, feel free. It's up to you. But I just love this font. And I do have a lot to be thankful for. Lots of friends here in my stamping community to be thankful for. Okay, and then here's my 3 3/4 by 5. Just going to put that in that corner up there. Hopefully level. Don't want to stick my head in. Okay, I'm just gonna hope that that looks good. hoping, hoping, hoping. So thankful for you. And if you're watching this, I'm thankful for you. Whenever you do watch it. Whether you're watching it live or you watch it on YouTube. I'm thankful for all of you. All the support you give me. Okay. There's so thankful for you. We're done with our soft suede. Clean off our plastic. And I don't think we need our plastic for, oh yeah, we do need our plastic for the next one. Duh. Well, we do and we don't, but it depends. It depends on how precise you want to be. Okay, so here is our little wheat grain guy. All right. So we know he goes in the, or she goes in the down here. So that's why I say, depending on how precise you want to be, you may or may not need to use your plastic. So I think I'm going to chance it. Let me clean this off first. And just put the stamp in place. And these wipes really do clean the stamps well. They are 99% water, all organic, so hopefully they nourish our stamps. And that goes in here in my pretty pumpkin. Yeah, it's like putting a puzzle together sometimes. So let's get our soft sand. I love the names they give these colors. They're so appropriate to what they are. All right, I'm not going to get that any darker because it'll lighten up when it dries. Thankfully. It's a little dark right now, but it'll lighten up. Okay, and I'll clean that off. I might not have to clean this off, but I'm just going to dry it off. My microfiber cloth that I got. Now I've gotten this wet, so I put my cleaning pad on there, so I'm going to have to grab another piece of white. Luckily I have one right here, handy dandy. So I'm going to kind of remember where I put this, and I might even mark it with a pencil, and you'll see why, so that when I flip it, I know where to put it. All right, so there's that. We need 2 of these for the front. So there's one. Just light again. I don't want it too dark. All right, now you'll see why I marked this corner. So now I'm going to flip it around, put this corner in that corner that I marked. And now I know that this will stamp here. And we're going to be die cutting these. All right. That's it for stamping. We'll clean up everything, get everything put away, get on to our die cutting. I've trained myself to put everything away as soon as I'm done with it. It makes cleanup easier, and I'm less likely to lose a precious stamp or die. Okay, so away with this and our ink pads. Now the only die cutting we need to do is this right here, and the little, where's my 1x1 soft suede? Where'd you go? Here you are. I'm done with this. I can put that away. So the only die cutting we have to do is the little bow and then our wheat or grain. So here is the grain. It's kind of a funny looking little die. You might not know what it was at first. I didn't. Now just try to line it up. It is a little tricky. I'll use some of my removable tape, which is great. Get my little bow, this little guy right here, going there. And I'll get my baby out, my little baby. I keep my plates in my drawer. 1, 2, that's for cutting on. And then here's this. It'll hold, this will do anything as wide as 3 inches. And I found that if you stagger the plates a little, it feeds in easier. Okay, so there's one wheat. So cute. Now we'll do the other wheat. I'll line that one up. I don't know if I'll be in camera. I'll try to be in camera. Where are you, wheat? One, two again. Now I could probably throw that little bow on there too, but okay, I'm gonna feed that in. It's hard on this paper. I need to stagger my plates a little more. Alrighty. And second little weedy. And then this is going back with my dies. I think it was here. Now, my little bow, he's gonna go right there. I don't need this, but just to make it easier on myself. All right. I didn't have to worry about it sliding around that way. And peel that off. There's my bow. Don't want to throw my die away. And be careful not to throw that away. So little. Back it goes. Back in the packaging. And there we go. Put everything back where it belongs. Now we are ready to put the rest of our card together. And so we know we have thankful, which is going here. And I might just put that on with glue. I'm just feeling glue right now, so I used Stampin' Seal for the bigger one labels, but this one I'm feeling glue, so because it gives you a little time to adjust if you need it. Now if you have one of these that's less pretty, like maybe you got a little off, you can put it on the bottom because we're going to stack them kind of like this on the side over here. So if they're both pretty, it's not a problem. But if one is pretty and one is not, put the one that's not on the bottom. And we're going to need some glue dots. Yeah, glue dots. Where are you? Here. So I'm going to put this one on top. So I'll put a glue dot here, right there in the center, and I'm going to twist this off gently. I want to pull it because if I pull it, it might bend. And it's just going to kind of go like this. Okay. And now I'm going to put, I don't want to put a glue dot here because this is kind of sticking up. I do want glue dots behind these two. So you know what I'm going to put behind this one that's going to stick over the edge? I'm going to put a mini dimensional behind it. So the one that's going to be sticking over the edge like this, I'm going to put a mini dimensional, and then glue dot, glue dot, glue dot. Okay, I might should have done my glue dots first. Again, you're going to twist and gently twist, hold it by the leaf, and then lastly in the center, twist. Okay, so that's what I got. Glue dot, glue dot, glue dot, dimensional. And it's going to go right here. And then the thing that's really going to make it pop is this little bow. And I think I will just put a dot of glue where I want my bow, kind of in the center here, a tiny dot of glue. And I want this dot to be right in the behind that knot. And there we go. Cute, cute. What's missing? Well, let's go ahead and put this on the inside. That would be nice to do. So we'll put this on the inside. And then we'll get our wonderful gems. They're clear, wonderful gems, and they have like a gold speckle in them. And they're the large ones. They have two sizes, the large and small. It comes with the red and the clear. And these are the clear with a little bit. So this one's going to go kind of there in the corner. This one's going to go next to it. And then this one is going to go next to it like that. Ta-da! We're done, ladies. We are done with our second project in the Time of Giving class. And I will be back on Friday with card number 3 at 11. All right, well, thanks for joining me. I hope you all have a great afternoon. Have a great day. Bye.